Good morning, students. I hope you all are safe at your home and doing your study. As you know that the college campus, that Sri Adna Jain College has launched their app, and you can download this app from the Google Play Store, and by the help of this app you can do your study as well as you can at your home as a safely condition. So okay, now that as you know that we have started, the topic is digestion as a physiology of digestion, and we have studied the digestion in a mouth or a buccal cavity. Now that from today we have started that the digestion in a stomach. Okay, that as we know, when the food is digested in a buccal cavity, when the food is digested in a buccal cavity mixed with a saliva, those are secreted by the salivary gland, and by this food is known as bolus. Okay, so it is known as bolus. Now the bolus enter in the esophagus, and from the esophagus it's enter in a stomach part. Okay, in a esophagus that some of the muscular muscles are present, and by the help of these muscles the peristaltic movements are there, and by the help of this peristaltic movement the bolus enter in a stomach slowly, and this process is known as swallowing. Okay, so now the food enter from the mouth through the esophagus in a stomach. The stomach, first of all, the stomach is divided in a three parts. The first part is a chordic part, the second part of the stomach is a fundic part, and the third part of stomach is known as pyrolic part. The stomach is divided in a three parts. First is a chordic part, the second one is a fundic part, either a fundus part, and last one is a pyrolic part. When the food enter in the stomach, it is that at the area between the where the esophagus join with a stomach, the sphincter is present. This sphincter is help to easy going enter the food material in a stomach. Okay, the second again a sphincter is present at the end point of a pyrolic part, and we can say that it is present between the pyrolic and intestine part. So it's also help to food enter in a intestinal part. Okay, so now the stomach, when the food enter in a stomach, the area of either we can say the layer of stomach is secreted the some of gastric juice but the gastric juice is secreted by the help of a enzyme. So what happened is there, when the food enter in a stomach, the lumen of stomach is secreted the hormone, the gastric hormone. And this gastric hormone is stimulate the layer of stomach to secrete the gastric juice. So first of all क्या conditions हो रही है, when food enter in a stomach part, the gastric hormone is secreted from the lumen of either we can say the muscular layer of stomach, and the stomach is secreted the gastric hormone, and this gastric hormone stimulate the gastric juice, that the gastric juice is mixed with the food and food is digested. Okay, so sometime when we are eating when we are taking soup alcoholic, it means some of the liquid material. So these liquid material are also as a stimulator, those are helping to secrete a gastric hormone. Gastric hormone, either a gastric juice, कि sometime when we are taking soup, ठीक है, जब भी हम कोई मील लेते हैं, यानी कि बहुत सारे मील्स ऐसा टाइम होता है कि सब ये कहा जाता है that you have to take the food and it soup, and this is increases the your appetitic area, appetizer. So soup, alcohol, caffeine, beverages are the appetizer, and these appetizer are helping to increase the hungriness of your body. ठीक है, appetizers हैं तो ये appetizers का वर्क कर रहे हैं. So that is a part. So now the stomach is divided in a 3 part. One part is a chordic part, the second part is a fundus part, and third one is a pyrrolic part. Each of the part is having some glands. These glands are secreted the gastric juice. Okay, so the first part is a chordic part, and the chordic part glands are single tubular gland. In a chordic parts की जो glands है, these are a single tubular glands, and these glands are secreted the mucus. Okay, क्या हो रहा है, that is ना first part is a chordic part, and this part having the gland, those are singular tubular gland. Okay, single tubular, it means these are the shape in just like simple tubular gland. We can say that water pipe bhi. So this layer, either this part is secreted, this gland is secreted mucus, and this mucus is helping in the lubrication of the food. Now second part of stomach is known as a fundus part, and the gland are the fundic glands. These glands are complex tubular. These are also as a tubular gland, but some of the complex. It means they can be a mixed with some other tube also. So these are, that's why these are some of complex tubular gland. In that area, in a fundus area, the two different special type of cells are also present. The two special type of cell, first one is a zymosan cells, and second one is a auxentic cell. These zymosan cells are also known as a chief cell, central cell, and these cells are secreted the pepsin, lipase, renin. What they are secreted? They are secreted as a pepsin, lipase, renin. Okay, so these are the enzymes. The auxentic cells, these are also known as parietal cells also, and the parietal as cells are secreted the HCl, and this HCl is helping in the providing the acidic medium to a stomach to digest the food. Okay, now third one part is a pyrrolic part. The pyrrolic part glands are a complex coiled tubular gland. कैसी हैं? These are the complex and coiled tubular gland. कैसा होगा कि complex tubular coiled gland. So these type of gland, these gland are also secreted the some little amount of pepsin and mucus also. So these are the different part of stomach, those are secreted the different type of enzyme and mucus also. By the help of these mucus, the food is digested in a acidic medium. So that's we know in a stomach part the food is digested in an acidic medium. Why? Because HCl is secreted by the layer of stomach. It means auxentic cells of a stomach. So now in a gastric juice, what they are secreted? Pepsin, renin, lipase and mucus. Okay, pepsin, renin, lipase, mucus, and one more thing is a HCl. These are the material, those are presenting in a gastric juice. Complete gastric juice having a pepsin enzymes, renin enzymes, gastric lipase, mucus and HCl, and by the help of these enzymes and HCl the food is digested. When the food is digested in a stomach, it is again a liquefied form, also a liquefied form, and that time it is known as a chyme, CHYME. ठीक है, so that is known as a chyme. So in the stomach part, the pepsin is present in a inactive forms, and in the stomach part the proteins digestion has started. In the stomach portion the protein digestion has started. As we know, in a buccal cavity, when the amylase enzyme is secreted, the carbohydrate materials are digested in the buccal cavity area, but 30% of the carbohydrate is digested in a buccal cavity by the help of amylase enzyme. Okay, so now in the gastric part, the protein material are started from the as a digestion. So pepsin is present in a pepsinogen first. Pepsin is present in a pepsinogen first, pepsinogen second, third and fourth. And the pepsinogen is the form of pepsin is a inactive form. क्या है ये इसकी inactive form? Okay. So when the HCl is secreted by the oxantic cells, when the HCl is secreted, this pepsinogen is converted in an active form pepsin, and this pepsin is digested the protein. So its work on a protein material, and the protein is digested in a peptide. पेप्टोन्स, इसमें क्या होगा, ये इनका डाइजेशन होता है. Now second enzyme is renin. Okay, now second enzyme is renin. The renin enzyme is again digested the protein material, and the protein, those are found in a milk. So that's why the renin is digested, the soluble renin is also present in a inactive form. An inactive form of renin is a prorenin. Inactive form of renin is a prorenin. So when the HCl is secreted, this inactive form prorenin is converted in a active form renin, and the renin is digested the milk protein, and milk protein is known as a casinogen. This casinogen protein is a soluble form. So now it's converted in a insoluble form, calcium para-caseinate. So that is the calcium para-caseinate is a insoluble form. So that's why the renin enzyme is known as a curd making enzyme. It's converted milk into the curd. So that's why renin is known as a curd enzyme. Now the sum of little amount of lipase enzyme is also secreted in the stomach area. This lipase, it is a gastric lipase, and its work on fats. It means lipid material. So very less amount of fats material are also digested in a part of stomach. Stomach में जो बहुत little amount of fats भी digested होगा. The most of the digestion of fats are choric part, the second part is a fundic part, and the third one part is a pyrrolic part. So the three parts are having three type of glands, the choric gland, fundic gland and pyrrolic gland. Each glands are having a different shape and size and functions also. That the choric part, either a choric glands are single tubular gland, and these glands are secreted mucosa, either mucus material, and this mucus is lubricate the food material. Now the second part is a fundus part, that the glands are complex tubular gland, and in this area the two type of cells are also present. First one is a chief cell and second one is a axanthic cell. The chief cells are also known as central cells and are zymogen cells, and these cells are secreted the enzyme as a pepsin, renin and gastric lipase. The second part, either a second type of cells are known as axanthic cells, either are parietal cells, and these cells are secreted the HCl also, HCl. Okay. Now the third part is known as pyrrolic part, and the pyrrolic part are secreted limited amount of pepsin and a mucus also. So these are the complex mixture of gastric juice, and these gastric juice are digested the food. When the food is digested in a gastric part, it's known as a chyme. Now the chyme from the stomach, that chyme is enter in a intestine part. And when the food is digested in intestine, it's known as a chyle. Okay. Now when the firstly food change in a bolus, the bolus is a semi-solid moist part of a food. It means when the food is digested in a buccal cavity, it's known as a bolus. When the bolus enter from the esophagus in a stomach, it's digested in a stomach, and it's again now it's a liquefied form, and this liquefied form is known as a chyme. When the food is digested in a stomach, it's converting in a chyme. Now when the food in a chyme condition, food is enter in a intestine part, and this time that is known as a chyle. In a stomach, the HCl is secreted, and what are the function of HCl? The HCl is a very important material of stomach. Why? Because first of all, it provides the acidic medium. It's provide the acidic medium in a stomach area, that food can be digested in a acidic area. This acid it's also help in the killer of bacteria. By the acid, that some of the bacteria are also destroyed. So by the help of this acidic medium, that the food is not spoiled in a pancreatic area. So it's also helping in the killing of some of bacteria. The HCl is also helping in the opening of pyrrolic sphincter. When the food is digested in the stomach, so it stimulates the sphincters, that it can be opened and food now enter in a intestine part. Another function of HCl, it's also activate the enzyme. Those are present in stomach in an inactive form, as a pepsin and renin. These are the inactive enzymes, these are the enzyme, those are present in an inactive form in a stomach. When the HCl is secreted, these enzymes are converting in their active form. So these are the functions. The HCl is also helping is the secretion of secretin. When the food enter from the stomach to intestine, the secretin hormone is also secreted, and that secretin hormone is stimulated by the HCl also. So these are the some functions of HCl, those are helping in the digestion of food. Okay, so now the food is digested in the stomach, now it's enter in a intestine, and from the intestine firstly it's enter in a duodenum part. So when the food is enter in a intestine, there the food is digested in a basic medium, not in a, firstly the food is digested in a acidic medium in a stomach part, now the food is digested in a basic medium. So there in a intestine, three type of juice are secreted. Three type of, first one is a pancreatic. Pancreatic juice, and third one is a intestinal juice. Pancreatic juice is secreted by the pancreas. The bile juice is secreted by the liver, and it's made by the liver hepatopancreatic cells are the hepatic cells, and these hepatic cells are form the bile juice, and it's stored in a gallbladder. Now the third one is the intestinal juice, and these intestinal juice is also known as succus entericus. These juice are secreted by the crypts or Lieberkühn, and the crypts of Lieberkühn is secreted the succus entericus ira intestinal juice. So these three of juice are secreted in the lumen of intestine. Okay, so in a stomach the gastric juice is secreted, and in a intestine three type of juice are secreted from the three of the part. First part is a pancreatic part, and the pancreatic part is secreted the pancreatic juice. Now the second part is a liver part, and the liver part is secreted the bile juice. Now the third one, it means the intestinal part, intestinal part is secreted the intestinal juice. So by the help of these juice, the food is digested in the intestinal area. The bile juice and pancreatic juice are collectively either togetherly are enter in the area of intestine by the hepatopancreatic duct. They have a common duct, and this common duct known as hepatopancreatic duct. The bile juice is secreted by from the liver, but it is stored in a gallbladder. As we know, the bile juice is secreted by the formed by the hepatic cell. These hepatic cells are helping in to secrete the bile juice. It is a acidic juice, and by the help of this acidic juice the food is digested in a acidic medium. Okay. हेलो, ठीक है। तो ये हमारा जो डायग्राम हुआ एक तरीके से हमारा कंप्लीट एलिमेंट्री कैनाल का डायग्राम है। अभी से एलिमेंट्री कैनाल के यानी कि हम पूरा जो डायग्राम है उसको एक बार देखते हैं। दैट it is the part that is the esophagus. Now second part is that is a stomach. From the stomach, now next part is started as a intestine. The intestine is divided in a two part. That one part is a small intestine and second part is a large intestine. Okay. So in a digestive system that the intestine is divided in two parts. First part is a small intestine and second part is a large intestine. The small intestine is made up of three parts. The three part, one part is a one is a duodenum. First part of small intestine is a duodenum and this part is a smallest part of the small intestine. Okay, three parts: duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Three parts of small intestine is a first part is a duodenum, second part is a jejunum and third part is a ileum. And the first part of small intestine which is connected with the stomach pyrotic sphincters, that is a duodenum. It is a smallest part of small intestine and uncoiled part also. Okay, it's approximately 25 centimeter, 20 to 25 centimeter. Now the second and third part, jejunum and ileum, is the largest part of small intestine, and in three of that the largest part of small intestine is a ileum part. Okay, so it is the largest part. Both the part jejunum and ileum are the coiled part of small intestine. Okay, three parts. First part is the duodenum. It is the smallest part of small intestine and uncoiled part of small intestine. Now the second part, jejunum and ileum, are also the part of small intestine, but these are the coiled part. So it is the large intestine, and between the area of that the ileum and jejunum are present in a coiled structure. And the next part is a large intestine. So it is a large intestine which end up with a rectum and anus point. The small intestine is joined with a large intestine. That area is known as a cecum, and at the area that where the large intestine is joined with the small intestine, the ileocecal wall, either a ileocecal aperture is present. So it is the cecum part. Okay, now this is the cecum, and here the ileocecal valve either aperture is present. At this point of large intestine, our smallest vermiform appendix is present. At the smallest structure, the vermiform appendix are also present. Okay? And in that area, that is the liver, and this one is a pancreas. And in a liver, the structure is present, that is a gallbladder, and this structure is stored the bile juice. And now this is the pancreas, and both the liver and pancreas having a common structure, the common duct, that is a hepatopancreatic duct. This duct is secreted the collective juice as a bile juice and pancreatic juice in a small intestine. So these are the some part of intestine that where how the digestion is occur completed in small intestine. We will study in our next video the absorption also. Okay, thank you friends.